Hey guys, it's the Bull here, and today I'm going to do a review of the 11240 High Grade Full Armor Unicorn Gundam Destroy Mode / Red Color version. Alright, here is the unicorn itself. Now, basically for this model, it's pretty much a re-release of the original Full Armor Unicorn Gundam. Except that, yeah, obviously there's a couple differences. Firstly, is the color swap, obviously the cycle frame, and in terms of colors, this white is not like a pure white. It's more of a off-white, a hint of a beige inside of it. So I'm not sure the camera's picking up carefully, but it is beige on in real life. Second thing of difference is you may notice that these decals, actually not decals, rather these marking stickers are on the kit. Now, well, honestly, I like these decals, and hence this one reason why I got this unicorn, and also one of the key selling points of this kit is because of these decals. And yeah, it's pretty much a hybrid unicorn Gundam. It's actually my fourth unicorn already. But yeah, it's a unicorn. So yeah, the base kit is a pretty old kit if you ask me. So it's back in 2009. So it's about 7 years already since it got released. So yeah, pretty much the unicorn. Yep, from the original unicorn battle. So that's no problem we had back when the original unicorn came out. So nothing much to say here really. But yeah, unicorn Gundam, I expect. So in terms of stickers, aside from these marking decals, you don't get a lot on the kit. It's basically these white stickers on the sensors, and which I painted it, and the camera on the front camera and the eyes. Other than that, I think that's it. Yeah, that's about it in the model kit. Although there are I'm gonna specifically that later, but whatever. Yeah, pretty much just a unicorn. So it's an old kit, and the kit, when it comes to the joints and articulation, it is pretty old. So it's not like a regular high grade where articulation is pretty decent. And speaking of articulation, the construction is quite complex if you ask me. If you're like comparing it to a new an ability was used to the newer high grades. But yeah, let's go on to articulation. Since it's based off the old high grade, and yeah, it's okay if you ask me. So articulation not as what you expect for a modern high grade. So the heads on the ball joint, although just like the old unicorn, this thing is pretty loose. Yeah, the head goes up, down, forward, and back. Yeah, I can see it loose. Side to side, rotate. So okay. Unlike a regular high grade, which basically is a ball joint, this one's on a peg, so it's kind of similar to MG if you ask me. The shoulder can go up that far, and it can swing out that much, and it can rotate. The shoulder is somewhat independent. It's not independent. Okay, it's a little bit independent. Then the arms can go out. And go, yeah, that far. I don't push more before I feel it breaks. Oh god. Oh, God, I always swear this drops more often than this one. I don't know why. Okay, you stay there. There is a bicep swivel, yeah, and it's a bit wonky here since, yeah, there's a bit polycap in there and it's a little weird. Single joint elbow, yeah, and ball joint wrist. The torso, okay, basically, there's a polycap here and there's a ball joint of connecting the top, so there's not much. There's a little bit of air crunch and a swivel, but not much articulation if you ask me there, which is a good thing if you put a flower pack, which I'll explain later on. The front skirts are molded together, but you can separate them like I do. Side skirt is on a polycap, which goes out and swivel. Back skirt don't move. Okay, the legs. Okay, unlike again, since the old I grade, it uses a ball joint rather than pegs, so there is no thigh swivel, so it can only go up that far. Much back. Out, double joint knee, but although you don't get much on this, but again, it's an old high grade, so I could cut this modifier so I can get more bend, but I'm not gonna do it. The ankles, okay, there's one hinge on the top which allows you to move the feet back and forth, and on the base there's it's hitting. God. There's a ball joint on the ankle, and there is a little flap on hinge. Oh my god, this thing is falling out. You know, it's really weird because if you keep holding here, it just falls off. But yeah, articulation. Yeah, it's for a high grade. Yeah, back in the day, it is pretty good, considering the design and you know how complex this build is. If you're a new builder, but yeah, articulation for a high grade is pretty good. All right, let's go on accessories. When they mean full armor, they really mean you have a lot of accessories. So okay, let's go on the unicorn first. Basically, you have 4 beam sabers. 2 of them can flip out, make a beam tonfas. And there's supposed to be 2 in the back here, which are actually here. But the reason why I don't want to put them on for now, until I display it, is you can tell by how thin these pegs are. If you're not careful, this thing will break. My old unicorn has that problem, and boy, I have to super glue that in. Yeah, sad. And this is why when I'm playing around, I will not put the beam sabers on. So once I display and put it in pose, yeah, beam saber go on there. Never touch it again. So yeah, you do get 2 clear pink beams. Although, like I said in unboxing, these are actually shorter than 5 whoopee, which is kind of weird. I kind of wish okay. What do I do? Okay. Basically, I kind of wish it kind of this length, but yeah, because the anime is pretty much actually it's kind of short actually, but whatever. Yeah, 2 beams are fine, which are 4 anyways. And the standard accessory is the beam magnum. Yeah, I paint it actually for all the weapons I paint them with gunmetal. And yeah, there's a trigger finger, which you can swap out. Yeah, it is a tight connection. Yeah, it is tight, like so. And there's a handle so you can hold when he's firing a shot. Oh boy. Yeah, sorry about a slow review. It's been a while since I did a review, so it's pretty slow. And you do get an ammo clip, which is hollow on the side. But yeah, you can peg on the back if you want to. Alright. That's it for the main accessories for the unicorn itself. You do get a shield, but although that one part of the shield goes onto the form of stuff, so I will explain that later on. Now, let's go into the full arm accessories. Alright. For the full arm accessories, my goodness, you get a lot of them. Firstly, you get 3 shields. Actually, 3 shields in story mode, and 1 unicorn mode. And yeah, as I mentioned earlier, you do get a shield for just regular shield of like this, but this is a bit different. But although you need to use this part for this unicorn shield, so you can't really have that the old shield in here. So if you want to display it alone, yeah, you can't really. You get two sets of anti-ship missiles. Oh my god, the focus is bad here. 4 hand grenades. 2 that goes on the legs, and 2 that will go on the bazooka. 3 pairs of beam Gatling guns, which has a removable scope. You get a fuel tanks, which are as tall as a Gundam himself. You get a frame piece, which goes on the backpack, which will attach all the weapons. And lastly, you get 2 hybrid beam javelins, one in closed form, one in open form. And you get a beam effects player as well. And of course, you do come with the parts to make the shield parts. Actually, no, stand for the shield if you want to put in the stand funnels. Alright, I'm gonna stop here and I'm gonna put all the weapons on the full armor Gundam, sorry. Well, it took me about 15 minutes to set up the whole freaking thing. Like, Jesus, like, actually it's actually smaller than I've expected, but damn, with all that bulk, it's really big. I'm not sure if it understands still shell space or not, but damn, it is really big. I put all the accessories on there, including 2 hybrid beam javelin, except for 1 destroy mode shield. But yeah, it is really big, and it is bulky, definitely. Although I would say that the fuel tanks here, okay, so I don't know if it's for mine, or at least for mine, but one of the fuel tanks in this specific section here, it can sign easily, but this one takes a little more effort. And getting out is easy as this one as well, but for this one, you need to pull it with force, and I'm worried about the frame piece, which all the weapons will break. But yeah, it is a really really big kit. And for the gimmicks, well, as I mentioned earlier, you get the shield bits. Sorry, the stand for the shield, and you can split them separately, or you can make the triangle, the three, I don't know, destroy mode thing. I don't know what to call it. Like it's like some kind of funnel shield thing. Oh, with this little attachment here. So I'll be right back and show you what it looks like with these on. There you have it. Yeah, it should have taken a little longer than expected. Like I said, these fuel tanks, well, the right connection to the fuel tank is really, really tight, so I'm really worried about these breaking. And I did not connect them on the Gundam. But yeah, pretty much you can do that, or like I said, you can display them separately as they can find their own. But yeah, it's really nice if you can do this. But if you're wondering whether if I can connect like all the full armor, all the stuff onto the single action base, unfortunately, I mean, for at least an action base 2, no, you couldn't. I mean, you can, but the thing is, it's gonna be all over the place. Plus, it's gonna be very, very tricky to pose. But yeah, that's about it for accessory, I would say. The gimmicks as well. So I'm not really sure, but still, I'm really, yeah. And of course, since it's the unicorn, how can I like glow under a black light? Yeah, as you can see, the cycle frame is pretty, it's pretty bright. It's actually more bright than the original unicorn, if you ask me. Yeah, it is glowing really brightly. Like, I mean, it isn't. It's not as bright as it should be because it's daytime, so there's a bit of light coming through my window. But trust me, if you put it in a dark room and let it glow in a black light, it will shine really good. So yeah. Alright, that's for the review of the former Unicorn Gundam. Now, this kit's pretty good. Aside from the fact that there's a lot of weapons, so this kit's pretty fiddly, a lot of stuff to play with, but at the same time, having a lot of stuff means it is pretty tricky to have a lot of space. Like, no, you need some shelf space, plus the fact that you have a lot of weapons, it's gonna be fiddly. Like, I have cases where the weapons just fall off, and here and there, yeah, you get a drill. If you got a lot of accessories, it means a lot of stuff to do. Now, if you're asking yourself, which unicorn should I get, since there are a lot of unicorns out there, that depends, because there are many different unicorns out there, like the standalone release, the unicorn standalone, the Banshee Norn, former Unicorn Gundam, the original one, and the red color version. Now, what sets out different from the original former Unicorn Gundam is firstly the cycle frame, and basically a color swap. Secondly, the hybrid beam javelin, and thirdly, these decals, well not decals, marking stickers. It comes down to the fact like which one you like. If you're asking which full armor unicorn should I get, well that depends. If you're asking me, I would personally go for this one, maybe because of the hybrid beam javelin. And I forgot to mention that the hybrid beam javelin is actually a magazine exclusive, so they basically re-released the hybrid beam javelins. Sorry, they basically re-released the former Unicorn Gundam to promote the release of the Unicorn V96 anime. Plus, yeah, you've seen the Unicorn opening. It looks like that, and he does hold the hybrid beam javelin. Although he didn't really use it in the anime, if you ask me, since it's his exact same plot. If you ask me, like nothing's changed except for the animation, which is kind of improved. Yeah, hybrid beam javelin, like I said, is magazine exclusive. So the only way to get it like regularly is to get it from this kit. Other than that, if you want the hybrid beam javelin standalone, it is pretty tricky. And those marking decals, they look nice, and I really like the design of the marking decals. In fact, I took I put all the decals on it because why the hell not? And the cycle frame, well, the cycle frame is nothing much really, unless although I will say the cycle frame, like I said in the unboxing, this cycle frame is brighter than the original. And like I said, up to you which unicorn you get, but there are some factors I want to ask you. Firstly, do you have enough money to get the unicorn, like this particular one in this case? If you don't have enough money, if you have a little bit of money to spare and you want like a full set, yeah, go ahead. This is really good. Like, you get accessories, it's very fun to build, trust me. But let's say you don't have enough money, and pretty much you want a unicorn. It comes down where you want the standalone unicorn or the Banshee. Like I said, the unicorn itself is pretty good. So yeah, Unicorn Zone is it's pretty good. So if you don't like the full armor unit pack, or if you can't afford much, then it's fine. The Unicorn Zone is pretty good. And second of all, I'm gonna ask is the build process of the kit, and also customization possibilities. So if you're talking about, if you want to modify this kit or like customize it, it is gonna be tricky because the older kits are like this kit, the base kit itself is made way back in 2009, so it means it's made before the all Gundam project. So basically the polycaps and the build process is different from what you've seen around high grade. So if you're the kind of person who wants to customize and use this base kit, it is gonna be tricky. But if you're the kind of person who wants to try a different process rather than the regular high grade, then sure, this kit is fine. And the final question you might want to ask yourself before you get this kit is, are you willing to put in your time and effort and the money you've paid just to make this kit stand out? Well, honestly, to me, I paid for this kit and it is pretty good. It is worth my purchase, and the fact that, well, it really takes a lot of time. Like, it literally took me 3 days to complete this in and out. So it took me 3 days to paint the weapons, build a kit, like do a bit of modifications here and there, like the reef and all that whatever stuff. So if you're willing to put in a bit of time and effort, and make this guy stand out a little bit, and yeah, yes, definitely get this, because like I said, it's for 3,400 yen, it is a really expensive kit. So for high grade, it's pretty expensive. Like I said, look at all the weapons you get here, like all accessories. It's a lot. So are you willing to put in time and effort just make this like kit together? Yeah. So that's some of the questions you might want to consider before getting this kit. But overall, if you're asking me, should I get this kit? Yes, if you're willing to pay for it. If not, if you can't really afford this, and like I said, get the original Unicorn. Although, like I said, you don't get the decal, so that's the downside of it. Unless you kind of get your own water slides. Meh. But yeah, pretty good kit. I would recommend it. And yeah, there's some parts painting here. Should I mention that some parts painting here and there, but whatever. But yeah, that's what it, guys. Thank you guys for the video. Apologize for not really recently because I have exams coming up. I mean, my exams were already at the time, so my exams were finally over, and now I did this review. So yeah, it's a bit half-assed, but still, I'm kind of getting back to this review thing. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and stay tuned for reviews. Peace out.